and didn't even bring a burger back. I just have to finish up the interview. Okay. Gate. Looking good throughout the lead up.
Hey everyone, hope y'all are doing good today. Listen to this, we need to talk about Claressa Shields for a minute. As most of you already saw, she popped up on the Nightcap show last night with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. And hold up, the clips are already flying across blogs and social media, with people dragging Claressa again over this whole "I'll fight a man" conversation, all the back and forth drama. And honestly, it feels like the whole thing completely backfired. But in Claressa's mind, the only mission seems to be staying viral, while at the same time, she gets defensive whenever people criticize or challenge the situations she keeps putting herself into. This video is basically the newest episode of what people online are calling the Remy Ma Starter Pack, the so-called Remy Ma copycat saga, where folks say she's trying to embody that entire image, you feel me? Like she's really trying to lock in the full Remy Ma vibe, trying hard to match the Remy Ma hairstyles, you feel me? Now it's like she's even trying to match the Remy Ma makeup look. Then you've got the Remy style fur outfits and that whole flashy aesthetic, you feel me? And yes, that even includes the messy situation with Papoose, who, let's not forget, is still legally married to Remy Ma. So when exactly is their anniversary again? Wait, their anniversary is when? It's in May. I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head. Is that the date of their anniversary? Hold up a second. I actually went over to Papoose's page to double check because I wanted the receipts myself. And interestingly enough, he hasn't deleted the posts connected to Remy Ma. And in one of those posts, dated May 13 from a few years back, he wrote something along the lines of celebrating 14 years of marriage and how they stayed together through every up and down. He also mentioned how most couples don't even last that long, and when a relationship does survive that kind of time, it really says something. In the message, he even told Remy Ma she was an incredible partner and said he looked forward to their future together. Then he added that simply telling a woman you love her isn't enough, basically saying, "Are you serious?" Because words alone can't prove love. You have to actually show it through actions. The post even included happy anniversary, then hashtags like Queen Remy and Black Love and all that. So yeah, that appears to be the most recent anniversary post from a couple of years ago. And if I'm remembering correctly, Remy Ma herself also made an anniversary post around 2022 celebrating their relationship. But anyway, that's not really the main focus here, right? The reason we're here is that Claressa Shields was trying to get Papoose to jump on Instagram Live with her last night. And listen, he was clearly dodging that situation. Apparently he was somewhere else, yet she still made sure everybody knew she had his number saved like that, you feel me? It came across like she was talking about her little entanglement, and the timing of it all was late at night, which, let's be real, is usually how things go when somebody is dealing with a married man. During the daytime, they've got responsibilities and a whole life happening, so the only time they really circle back to you is once the evening hits. But anyway, I've got a few clips I want us to look at together, because Claressa is also hyping up this supposed 50 Cent diss track that honestly feels like it should have dropped back in January. But hey, this is Claressa Shields we're talking about, and when you're the so-called side character in the situation, last on the priority list, like some people say, you sometimes end up accepting whatever scraps come your way. So with that said, let's watch this clip and listen closely.
And didn't even bring a burger back. Oh, they keep asking her, "Where is Pap at?" I keep telling them, not Papoose. You're right. You don't even do that. I played your diss. I did. They was on her going crazy. I know the words, so I was just saying what he was. I was saying like some of your best punchlines on there. She got hit by all 5 guys and didn't even bring a burger back. Oh my God.
So hold up. Should we circle back to the original story for a second? Because I'm wondering if Claressa Shields even realizes that Papoose already had tension with 50 Cent long before 2026. From what people remember, Papoose was upset because he felt like 50 Cent low-key tried to shoot his shot at Remy Ma. At least, that's the way I interpreted the situation. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I misunderstood the whole thing, but the vibe at the time definitely felt like 50 was trying to flirt, and Papoose stepped in like, nah, not over here. And that right there is really where the tension started. It wasn't about you, Claressa. Truth be told, Papoose has been wanting to check 50 Cent for a long time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, I still don't respect two things about how this whole situation played out. First, Papoose jumped into the diss train after T.I. and his kids had already dropped a bunch of responses. Once everybody else had already done their diss records, that bandwagon energy just doesn't hit the same for me. And second, the fact that you're dissing 50 Cent using one of his own beats. Nah, nope, absolutely not. That move makes no sense to me. Because at the end of the day, he's still getting the streams, he's still getting the attention. So basically, why are you feeding his pockets and his clout at the same time? Couldn't you have picked a different instrumental? I mean, think about what your wife, Remy Ma, did when she dropped that Shelter disc against Nicki Minaj. Remember that, Papoose? Remember how Remy flipped Nas's Ether beat for that record? Yeah, the same Ether from the legendary Nas and Jay-Z battle back in the day. Now that was strategic. And then she renamed it Sheether while throwing shots at Nicki Minaj. You see what I'm saying? That's creative, that's calculated. But using 50's own beat just to throw shade at him, nah, I'm not feeling that at all. No way, not even close. It doesn't hit harder than Sheether. It doesn't even compare to the beat choice Remy used for Sheether. So yeah, y'all can keep that. But anyway, let's move on because we've got another clip to check out. And shout out to One More for the Gains for pulling these clips together.
I just have to finish up the interview. Okay. Hey, I'm down like that. I love how I first start. Heard it, Jack. And we starting again. He crazy. Listen. First of all, I was getting ready for my fight, you know? And New Year's, this nervous come with me, man, poking at me. I ain't never did nothing to him. Done pissed me all the way off, started my New Year's off, messed up my New Year's resolutions and everything, because I was supposed to stop cussing and everything. And he done pissed me off. Anyways, he had that coming.
And once again, Claressa Shields completely missed the point. This was never really about you. What 50 Cent was actually doing was taking shots at the whole situation between you and Papoose, that little entanglement everybody keeps talking about. But the real message was aimed at Papoose and what his actions say about how he really views you. See, that part flew right over your head, Claressa. It completely went past you, because the deeper message was about how Papoose actually moves when it comes to you. And somehow the narrative still turned into being about you after Papoose basically vanished from the situation. Let's not forget, Papoose disappeared when the drama started heating up back in January. Remember when you told everyone that Papoose advised you to focus on your fight with Franchon Cruz instead of the internet noise? Yeah, Papoose was nowhere to be found. The moment 50 Cent started clowning his hairline, things got real quiet on his side. I guess once somebody jokes about the hairline, that's where Papoose draws the line, because suddenly he looked bothered and completely backed away. Then later, he dropped those awkward little videos trying to flip the narrative and make 50 Cent look soft or feminine. And honestly, the energy just wasn't landing like that. The whole thing felt off. If anything, Papoose should have gone straight to the studio first. All the extra theatrics and goofy clips were honestly unnecessary. That parody movie scene from 50 clearly struck a nerve. It hit a little too close to home. And from that moment on, it looked like everybody involved started spiraling. But anyway, let's roll the next clip.
Looking good throughout the lead up. Putting the furs and the wigs and the makeup and putting on the looks. Congratulate me. Don't be mad because I won making up this stuff now. Don't get too quiet on me now. I need you to speak up. That boy Pap is something serious, okay? That was serious, yo. Yo, did you, what? Hey, he got bars. 1 minute. What somebody call me? Wrestling Beyonce. Fella, be quiet. You know, somebody calling Beyonce with this hair. I said, first of all, Beyonce hair be looking way better than this, but baby, this ain't.
Wait a minute. Is Claressa Shields actually throwing shade at the hairstylist right now? Because I'm sorry, I cannot do this. And somebody explain this to me. Why does Claressa look more hyped about Papoose's diss track than she did about winning her own fight? That's exactly the point I keep trying to make. In my opinion, Claressa Shields doesn't seem nearly as passionate about boxing as she claims. I don't care what narrative she tries to sell to the public or what she wants people to believe. It feels like boxing originally became her escape route from a difficult situation. But deep down, the real goal always looked like fame once she felt the money and attention were secure. Because instead of staying locked in on boxing all these years, she's been wrapped up in the drama surrounding Remy Ma and Papoose and the lifestyle they built. Almost like she admired that life, almost like she wanted that role, and now somehow she's ended up connected to Remy's husband, which makes the whole situation look even messier. So at this point, it doesn't even feel like the conversation is about the fight anymore. It feels more like it's about the image she and Papoose are trying to present to the public. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this final clip.
Give to his ass. I mean that. He deserves every diss. Every diss that he deserves it. For real. Yeah. It's time to get in the booth, buddy. Everybody done dissed you. Time to get in the booth. Time to get in the booth, buddy. And I want my fight too. You would think that all these people that troll me and that mess with me when I'm getting ready, when I'm in my greatness doing what I'm doing, you feel me? That they will at least congratulate me after I win. These haters don't even want to congratulate me after I win. I don't like that. So I got to address that. If you're gonna, if you're gonna come bothering me when I'm in my greatness getting ready for my fights, the least you can do is say, congrats girl, you did your big one. 18,000 fans.
You know, maybe Claressa Shields hasn't seen my videos, but let me make something very clear. I've congratulated her plenty of times for that win. I honestly don't know what more she's expecting from people. Like seriously, make it make sense. Because the reality is, tons of folks already gave her props for beating Franchon, but at the same time, people were also pointing something out, and that's fair. I mean, how much extra praise do you want when the opponent you fought had just been pushed down the day before and was dealing with a shoulder injury, a knee issue, and even an ankle problem? If we're being honest, you were supposed to win that fight. Many people even expected a knockout. It probably shouldn't have gone the full distance like that. So again, I don't really know what Claressa is searching for, but we saw a similar situation last night on Nightcap. The show literally dropped a segment right after the fight, praising Claressa heavily, and she still brushed it off. Because the truth is, Claressa Shields knows people congratulated her. The problem, Claressa, is that all of that support fades the moment you start doing all this messy stuff with Papoose. People just don't respect that situation. That's the real issue here. A lot of folks simply don't respect whatever it is you and Papoose have going on. What part of that isn't registering? Even watching you on the phone, sounding excited like a schoolgirl, saying you needed to come where he was, that already tells me Papoose isn't exactly trying to be publicly out here like that with you. But somehow, you still keep pushing this relationship narrative in front of everybody, as if the public is supposed to just accept it. And I'm telling you right now, that's not how it works. People are never going to fully support someone openly showing off a relationship with a married man who still hasn't finalized a divorce. It's been years now of you and Papoose moving however you're moving, and he's still legally married to Remy Ma. For whatever reason, he still hasn't signed those divorce papers. And remember, Remy Ma herself said publicly that she was done and had her attorneys send everything over. She even said she didn't want anything from him. No child support, no financial demands, nothing. Yet those papers still weren't signed. So when you say people need to talk more about your win, Claressa, that fight happened weeks ago. We already discussed it. Now people are reacting to the other drama surrounding you. Things like your cousin Shalita speaking out. Yeah, that situation is still unfolding too. And then there's the birthday drama involving Papoose and all the extra moments people saw on Rodeo Drive. Because, hold on, I thought you said you were really getting to the money. If that's the case, why would anyone need to put a $35,000 Gucci bag on hold? I'm just asking questions. But anyway, that's where I'm going to wrap this video up because it's starting to run long, and y'all know I like to get straight to the point and keep it moving. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.